going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another NBA 2K23 MyNBA career simulation. This is an idea thrown out there. Appreciate the suggestion. I'll leave your information down below in the description like I always do. Tim Duncan, redoing his career, 5-time champion, one of the best power forward, probably the best power forward of all time. Will that hold true if we do his career again, redo it? I guess we're gonna find out. Before we do, leave a like, subscribe, comment on those videos, go to socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, down below in the description of the content, DJB. With that being said, let's get on with the gameplay. Alright, so we got the draft lottery here now. I expect Tim Duncan to go number 1 overall, like he did in real life. Lakers could get him. That'd be kind of interesting. Lakers, Magic, Knicks. Let's see what ends up happening. Will it be the Lakers? It will be. So Tim Duncan is going to LA. Unless somehow the Lakers screw up and don't pick him, but I would be shocked. And I'm actually curious to see who's on the Lakers, in this, whatever it's called, this, I guess, simulation, so to speak. So we're going to find out. But let's head on to the draft and see where Tim Duncan will decide to go. But chances are it's going to be the Lakers. All right, so we are at the draft. Lakers have the number 1 pick. Who are they going to select? Tim Duncan. Not a surprise there. So Tim Duncan going to the Los Angeles Lakers. So good for him. Tracy McGrady goes number 2 overall to Dallas. The Suns take that guy. Chauncey Billups goes to Magic. Keith Van Horn to the Knicks. Cool. All right, so the Lakers. That's an interesting one. That's definitely an interesting pickup there for the Lakers. So Tim Duncan on the Lakers. Let's see who else they're going to get for that team. I'm excited to see the roster that we're going to be working with. Well, I'm not doing anything, but we're just to see what he's working with. All right, so looking at the Lakers roster, it's not really that great. They got Mitch Richmond on the team, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Robert Horry, Brent Barry. It's not a great team, but I mean, I guess Tim Duncan, he's gonna be good. I know that he's gonna definitely do his thing out there to try to help the team win. So we'll see how the team ends up doing, and maybe they'll have a few other picks or other players that they'll be able to pair up with Tim Duncan. Because I don't know if this team's a playoff team, but we'll see. All right, so first season in the books. Tim Duncan, Rookie of the Year, 20.5 points, 13 rebounds. It's a good rookie season. Not the best efficiency, but not too bad. 44.5, 62 from the line. Not great, but we'll take it. 80 games played, 63 double-doubles. He even had a triple-double, so that's cool. Shout out to Tim Duncan getting the triple-double. I don't know if he's going to be on any of these teams here. He actually made All-NBA 13. That's impressive. Would have been nice if the Knicks won the lottery because they had Kobe Bryant. Kobe and Tim Duncan on the same team would have been insane, but dang, that did not happen, unfortunately. Also, shout out to Michael Jordan going to the Wizards a little bit earlier than expected. Still there, man. Still there. Somehow ends up on that team. And also, the Timberwolves are kind of OP. Anyways, Lakers made the playoffs, the 7 seed, so that's cool. Did not see that coming, but they did it. Now, will they be good, be able to win? I don't know. Kemp, Joe Smith, Mark Jackson, Kendall Gill. It's a good team, but I don't know. Maybe Tim Duncan can lead the team. We're not terrible. I mean, we have a shot. Best of 5. We'll simulate the round, and I say that, and, well, we lost in 4. Okay. All right, let's see the statistics. So if we look at the playoff stats here, how did Tim Duncan do in his first go-around? 69 points. That's nice. Not the best. Yeah, numbers definitely went down. I mean, 1.5 blocks, though, is pretty insane, but... So, yeah, his defense stepped up, but his offense not so much. But that's okay. His first playoff go-around. And yeah, the team needs a little bit more talent, so we'll see what they end up deciding to do in free agency or in the draft or anything like that. Pacers win the finals. Kevin Garnett, finals MVP. Good for him. Another good season for the Lakers. An improvement. KG with the MVP with a very low scoring average, but he got there. This time around, all NBA second team for Tim Duncan, 20 points, 13.9 rebounds, which is pretty solid. We'll take it. And, yeah, all 82 games this year, 68 double-doubles. No triple-double this season, that's okay. He did make an all-defensive second team as well. I would assume he was an all-star, probably. He has been a 2-time all-star. Second team All-NBA, third team All-NBA, second team All-Defense for his first time, so that's cool. So shout out to Tim Duncan. I'm sure he'll get a championship sooner rather than later. And we are the 4 seeds. We got to get the Nuggets. And we did get some players like Kenny Smith is still here. Sharif Abdul-Rahim is young, so that's like secondary guy with Tim Duncan. So our team is definitely better. The goal, we got to take on the Nuggets with Steve Nash and Dikembe Mutombo. So that's a nice little dynamic duo. They have a good team. And we'll see if we can beat them or if they're going to beat us. And it will be the Nuggets beating us in 5. So 1 game better than last year, so still not quite there yet. And in the playoffs, I don't know what it is, but Tim Duncan's scoring is going way down. His efficiency is taking a hit. So Tim Duncan not a playoff performer? I mean, the minutes also dipped a little bit, but even then, it's like, what is happening? Okay. Also, Robert Horry, I guess, got hurt, but he played hurt. So this guy got hurt. Sleepy Floyd. Collapsed lung. Yikes. That sucks. Alright, well. Still not quite there yet, but Tim Duncan kind of just continued developing everything. The young guys developing, and maybe we could sign a couple other players. We're probably, maybe next season will be our year. Kevin Garnett, finals MVP for the Pacers. Once again, winning championship. Well, this time around, KG once again winning MVP, but Tim Duncan on All-NBA first team, and yeah, 23.8 points is really good. Also, 15 rebounds, which is pretty insane. And the efficiency went up a little bit, so that's good. And he once again played in all 82 games, 73 double-doubles. So that's pretty insane. Shout out to Tim Duncan. And made all defensive first team as well. So very good stuff there from Timmy D. Also, Allen Iverson. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess I've seen that before. But it's just weird because I don't think in real life he actually did it. And we're speaking of Allen Iverson, we're taking them on in the first round. And ironically, his teammate, Tyronn Lue. Isn't that funny? They got an old Hakeem. Really, just Allen Iverson. I mean, they Karl Malone, but he's hurt. So, what an interesting squad. Okay, I mean, Elton Brand's decent. I would think our team should be able to beat this team, but knowing the game, we might get swept. And well, we didn't get swept. 1-4, so that's cool. Now we got to take on Dallas. Michael Williams, Tracy McGrady, Michael Finley, Tatum. Okay, they got a good squad. So we're in the second round. Can we beat Dallas, or are we going to lose? We're going to get swept by them. Yikes. As Dallas is going to lose again to the Pacers. And Kevin Garnett's just... we got to do a career sim with him, man. 3-time champion already, this guy. Crazy. How'd we do in the playoffs, Timmy? Let's see. Tim Duncan in the playoffs. I mean, not bad, but the numbers kind of just... his scoring goes down in the playoffs, and efficiency goes down. Defensively, he was good. Turnovers went up, but yeah, it's a little bit. I'd like him to be a little bit better in the playoffs if we could get that, working out. But he's got 1 more year on his contract. Look at that, 72 points per 36. That's crazy. 200 in the play. Wait, what? That's even more wild. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So. We're just going to keep simulating, so we're going to keep going. We've got 1 more year on his contract. He'll probably stay, but let's see if maybe the Lakers get some more talent for him. Man, Kevin Garnett just doesn't stop winning MVPs. Honestly, wow, Sharif Abdul-Rahim got All-NBA first team this time around. Tim Duncan All-NBA second team. Still put up good numbers, but not as good as Sharif, so... okay. I mean, Tim Duncan looked like he might have gotten hurt. No, he actually played all 82 games. He had another triple-double. Yeah, numbers went a little bit down this year, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, the efficiency went up, though. That's cool. Yeah, and the Lakers were a 2 seed, so great stuff there. I mean, the team's looking good. I mean, that's a nice little dynamic deal. We got Robert Horry still, but some of the guys are regressing a bit. A lot of the core guys, at least, but, we'll see what ends up happening. Taking on the Kings, Penny Hardaway, Glenn Robinson, Jermaine O'Neal. It's a solid big 3. Can we beat them? And we do in 5. We almost blew a 2-0 lead. Now we get the Spurs. Mike Bibby, Michael Jordan. Okay. David Robinson. Sean Marion. Wow. Interesting team indeed. Can we beat them and go to the conference finals? We can after losing a 3-1 after being down 3-1. So we're in the conference finals, and we don't have to. If we get to the finals, we have to take on the Pacers. Thank goodness. Lost to Detroit. But yeah, the Timberwolves, though. Vin Baker, Isaiah Ryder, Eddie Jones. Vin Baker looks like their best player. Actually, Jason Kidd, but he's hurt. So, can we take advantage of the injury? We can, and we're 1-6, and we got to take on the Knicks in the finals. And the Knicks have Kobe Bryant, Keith Van Horn, McDyess, Rick Smits, D. Brown, Alfonso Ellis. It's a tough matchup right here. Honestly, I could see us losing, but wow, it's a dream matchup here. Knicks Lakers. Sim game 1, and Lakers win by 12. Game 2, Knicks win by 20. Game 3, the Knicks win with another blowout, and we are down 3-1. It's been all blowouts, and it'll stay that way as the Knicks win in 5. Kobe Finals MVP, so Tim Duncan getting to the finals but losing, unfortunately. We'll take a look at the playoff statistics. How'd we do, Tim? I mean, it looked like he did good this playoff run, him and Sharif, but just not quite enough. So, yeah, definitely this run pretty solid. It's about the same as his regular season, but I think he did a little bit better. It wasn't as big of a dip, if there was one. So, but unfortunately, could not get the job done. But we have, plenty more seasons for him to, maybe get the job done. So we'll see what ends up happening in the offseason. I imagine he will stay with the Lakers. So, Tim Duncan did end up re-signing. So did Sharif. So, yeah, him and Sharif on the team for another 3 seasons. Kind of like matched, which is kind of cute. So, you still got Robert Horry, you still got Brent Barry. I mean, it's still a decent team. But a little bit, it could really use a little bit more time. But, I mean, we'll see what ends up happening with the Lakers next season. Hopefully they can get back to the playoffs. Another season down in the books, and, man, Kevin Garnett just can't stop winning MVP, man. But also, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, man, he's become I guess, better than Tim Duncan in terms of scoring, at least on that front. But, yeah, Tim Duncan's still doing his thing out there. Can't be mad. The season he put up. I mean, another 82 games played, 2 triple-doubles, 64 double-doubles on the year. He's only missed 2 games out of his career so far, but he's only played 5 seasons. Yeah, another all-defensive first-team appearance. He's definitely been a 5-time All-Star. Yup. And, yeah, he's playing good defense. Keep it up. I mean, just got to get that championship. He does not have one yet. I mean, he got to the finals last season and they lost. So he does have that on his resume, but that's okay. Let's see what ends up happening. We're the number 1 seed this year, so that's cool. And, I mean, yeah, it's a really nice dynamic duo that they've got. Got to take on the Rockets. I mean, Allen Iverson is pretty much here. Elton Brand is on the team, so that's cool. Other than that, though, it's really not that much. But it's enough to beat us in 5, going down 2-0 and losing the series. So that makes a lot of sense. But also, Tim Duncan getting hurt doesn't help. And was not very good in the playoffs once again. Efficiency went down. And he played 3 games, but still. And that's probably because he got hurt in the game. So that's probably why the efficiency went down. But yeah, that's not great. And sprained left toe. Okay, it's not too bad of an injury, but still unfortunate indeed. So yeah, I guess we'll simulate another season. If we don't make a deep playoff run, I'll probably just skip another year and wait till his last season. But if we do make a deep playoff run, like maybe the conference finals, I'll show you guys. Pistons win the finals. Vince Carter, finals MVP. Good for him. I'll show you guys this season, but we ended up making the conference finals. So we swept the Timberwolves, which is pretty interesting. We beat the Dallas Mavericks in 6. Tim Duncan so far throughout the playoffs, having a solid year, a solid playoff run. And yeah, they're in the conference finals, take on the Rockets. It's really Allen Iverson, Elton Brand, nobody else. But can we get back to the finals? I guess we'll find out. Simulate the round, and we are in the finals. Take on the Wizards. Darius Mayo, Larry Hughes, Lamar Odom, Larry Johnson, Eric Dampier, Stormwell Swift. I mean, a good all-around balanced team. And of course, we have our team still, and it's pretty decent. A little less overall balance, but more star power between Tim Duncan and Sharif Abdul-Rahim. So we'll see how we can do here. Game 1 is a Wizards win by 14. Game 2, another Wizards win, and we are going to go 2-1. Can we make it 2-2? We can't. So we're down 3-1, and we're going to lose in 5? We sure are. So two finals appearances for the Lakers and Tim Duncan, but he can't seem to get the job done, unfortunately. I mean, in the playoffs, he was good. 24.1 points, 9.7 rebounds. Not too bad. Decent defense. Okay efficiency. About the same from the regular season for the most part. But yeah, all right. Sharif Abdul could have stepped up a little bit more, but that's all right. He was all right, but not great. Yeah, I wasn't going to show you guys this season, but we made another deep run. So if I guess we make another deep run, I'll show you guys. Otherwise, we'll probably just skip this next season that's coming up. All right, so I didn't show you guys last season, but Tim Duncan still had another nice year. They got to the second round, lost in 7. Almost there, almost there. Very, very close. This year, though, at a career high in scoring, from what I can see. Just got to turn off my light there. I don't know how to turn down, but sometimes it does that. Yeah, 26.3 points. So career high in scoring. The rebounding went up. The minutes also increased a little bit. But yeah, I mean, so far, pretty solid career. This is his final season. He didn't sign like an extension, so we'll see what ends up happening if he decides to stay with the Lakers. All 82 games played, 70 double-doubles. So yeah, great season. Also, no more Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Did he sign an extension? Actually, wait a minute. Maybe he did sign one. No, he did. I completely missed that. Okay. Once again, effed up. But he is alone. He is alone. There is no Sharif, which is unfortunate because that was talent that was needed. Okay. Well, Lakers didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately, this year. So I thought this was his final season, but I guess, or maybe he did sign an extension. One of the things happened. Maybe he did sign one, and I didn't see it. But that's probably what ended up happening. But yeah, let's take a look at the team then. Now I'm kind of curious. If we look at the Lakers here, and who do we have? We have Jamal Crawford, Steve Francis. Not a great team. Not a great team. So hopefully the Lakers have their pick, and they can actually pick somebody with it. But yeah, Tim Duncan kind of on the team by himself right now. Need a little bit more help. So we'll see what ends up happening. I guess I'll show you guys next season, as if they make the playoffs. I could have sworn that this was going to be his free agent season. So Spurs win the finals. Jason Kidd finals MVP. All right, guys. So we are back here. I just want to let you guys know that, well, we have a pretty good team. We did make some signings. Tim Duncan back on All-NBA second team, 23.6 points, 14.1 rebounds. And also back in the 2.4 block category. So he's playing a lot of good defense. And played all 82 games, 75 double-doubles, only and 1 triple-double. So yeah, that's great to see from him. He didn't make an all-defensive. Oh, he did make an all-defensive team. That's what I said. Like, there's no way he didn't. As you can see, we got Chauncey Billups. Big shot, Mr. Big Shot. And well, I said we were good enough. We were going to be better, but we were 34 and 48. But I think maybe it's because we just didn't have enough depth. But and we had some guys I think like in and out of the lineup. Not really too bad, but I do think having Chauncey Billups on this team though is going to help us out. So we'll see what ends up happening there. And yeah, unfortunately we didn't make the playoffs, but I do think next season will be the year. I think I'm having a good feeling that we're going to win a championship with Chauncey Billups and Tim Duncan. We got to win at least one with this with these guys. So Sixers win the finals, and there's our good pal Sharif Abdul-Rahim getting the Finals MVP. So yeah, I was wrong about Tim Duncan, and also was wrong about Chauncey Billups. Tim Duncan made all defensive second team. The numbers have dipped. I mean, he also did not have a great season last year. He got hurt, and this year the numbers dipped even more. So yeah, it's kind of looking like Tim might be not. He's definitely not gonna have a better career than he did in real life. I mean, he's still putting up good numbers, but I would say he's clearly better in real life already. I mean, he's not gonna win an MVP anytime soon. And once again, they didn't make the playoffs. So I mean, this might be his final year in LA. I would hope. I hope he goes to just like a winning team. Maybe he can get a championship. I mean, he'll be a Hall of Famer. I mean, there's no question about that. But definitely not a better career. I will say that. LeBron and the Raptors. LeBronto. Yeah, Finals MVP. All right, let's see where Tim Duncan decides to go. If he decides to leave or stay in LA. If I was him, I'd leave LA. I mean, if he wants to win, of course. All right, well, we're back in the playoffs, but only as a 7 seed. Tim Duncan, all defensive second team. We take a quick look at him. 47-35, by the way, so not even bad. But we're taking the Jazz. They're a tough team, tough matchup. They got Ginobili. They come off a championship too, I believe. And honestly, like on paper, the team doesn't look that great. But you know the game. I mean, Tim Duncan's still here. We got Bogut. I guess they either signed him or traded for him. I don't remember having Bogut on the team. But yeah, it's a pretty solid squad. But only good enough for a 7 seed apparently. I mean, Tim Duncan, solid year, another double season. He's averaged double for his entire career every single year. And I mean, if you look at his awards, I mean, he has been a 13-time All-Star. So he's been an All-Star every year of his career. First team All-NBA only 1 time, second team 7 times, third team once. He's been first team All-Defense 3 times and second team 8 times. So basically, only 2008, which I think was the year he got hurt. So, all right, let's see. Utah versus LA. Simulate the round. Can we get out of the first round? Maybe with an upset? There's a chance we can, but we don't. We lose in 6. So, once again, we go down in the playoffs. And, yeah, Tim's getting up there in age. I don't know, man. It might be seeing the end of Tim Duncan. I mean, solid playoff run, but, just not enough. I do think they need some more people. More pieces, so I mean, maybe if they develop, maybe some of the guys like Jeff T gets better, maybe there's a chance, but they definitely need another player to add. Knicks win the finals, Elton Brand finals MVP. Tim Duncan has 2 years left on his deal. I mean, he's 36-year-old, 84 overall. He started to regress. He'll probably play out the rest of his contract, and I don't know what he's gonna do after that. But it looks like he's gonna be a Laker for life at least. I mean, he's been loyal his entire time. He's averaged a double-double throughout his entire career. But yeah, it's looking like the end of Tim Duncan. He's not going to win a championship, most likely, especially with the Lakers, without any significant changes. I mean, he's still putting up solid numbers, but it's kind of surprising. I mean, they drafted Tobias Harris, I think, so I don't know. Maybe that's helpful for them, but I don't think it's going to be that too much impactful. But I guess we'll see what he can do in the next couple seasons, and maybe if he decides to play another year, he goes to like a championship team and maybe goes out with a ring, but it doesn't really look like it's going to happen. All right, well, actually, Tim Duncan decided to call it a career, and they didn't even make the playoffs. He said, I'm not going to play the rest of my contract. I'm done. That's shocking. Very shocking stuff. So Tim Duncan, great career. I mean, Hall of Famer for sure. Averaged a double-double every season except this last one. But yeah, I mean, he was pretty solid. 21-12, 4 assists. Played solid defense. Scored over 26,000 points in his career, almost 15,000 rebounds, nearly 5,000 assists, steals and block shots. But just, not a single championship MVP to his name, which is crazy to think about. I mean, 15-time All-Star, only first team All-NBA once, second team 7 times, third team once. He was first team All-Defense 3 times, 9 times second team All-Defense, Rookie of the Year, Rookie first team. Kind of, definitely an underwhelming career, especially when you compare it to real life. So he was clearly better in real life. No question about it. We don't have to even debate that. He's still going to be a Hall of Famer, but it is 1,000% not as good as in real life. And I'm sure you guys can agree with me on that one. Let's take a look here. Obviously, his jersey retired with the Lakers. So, I mean, shout out to him for playing his entire career with the Lakers, though. Good for him. But if we take a look at the league news, the league history, the NBA records, and we look at career points, he was going to be number 24 on this list. He has a Celtics logo behind him for some reason. Field goals made, probably be up here. Yep, number 10 all time. 3-pointers, don't expect him to be on here at all. I'd be shocked if he was, so we're just going to assume he's not on there. Free throws, he could be if he drew a decent amount of fouls, but I have no idea. Doesn't look like he's on here. Rebounds, number 7 all time, so that's pretty cool. Assists, he had how many assists did he have? 5,000? So he might be near the bottom. No, he's not. He's not going to be on this list. Block shots, certainly going to be on this one. Near the top, probably. Yep, number 12. Steals, he had 850 or something, so he might be on the bottom of the list. No, he's not. Never mind. Minutes, he'll be up here near the top. and he was probably top half. Yep, 29th. And we don't really care about turnovers. So, yeah. I mean, that's his career. Is it better than real life? I mean, it's not. Let's be real. It wasn't. His real life career was so much better than his sim career. But Hall of Famer still, I guess, if that's cool. But definitely a bit underwhelming. I expected a little bit more out of Tim Duncan. But unfortunately, game's the game. That's what 2K thinks. At least this time around. If we maybe did another sim, who knows? Maybe it'd be like the GOAT. That's the beauty of the sim. So, I guess with that being said, though, let's go to the full screen close of the video. Alright, guys, well, that's going to be it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Comment also videos, socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, down in the description. If you like the content, TJP. Again, thank you for the idea. Appreciate it. Maybe sometimes, like I said, the sim isn't always on your side. In today's case, it wasn't on Tim Duncan's side. So, according to 2K, at least for today's video. Regardless, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to head on out. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Peace.